Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a first down throw. Watson dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down throw for Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. On 1st down, Watson caught left side, Hopkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Prescott now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. First down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Watson now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hopkins. Past the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 42 yards. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Watson got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second down, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ellington now to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. To throw on second is Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Prescott looks to throw on first. Steps away to his left. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry by Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. On 1st down, Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Red, black 22. Black 22.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Watson throwing on 1st down, buying time to his left. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Come back, come back.
Throwing again is Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The give is to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, Elliott. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down. A give to Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Prescott to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Watson now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Come back, come back.
Watson on first down. It's complete to Fuller. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Richmond.
Watson looks to throw again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Here you go.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Hearns brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forcing field goal.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry now for Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Prescott looks to throw on first. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Well, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Throwing on third down, Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups, but here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. And here comes the Texans now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. Miller with first down and more. And all the way down to the 5. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll do it for my point.